welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. I completely almost forgot what the fuck I usually say at the top of this podcast. It constantly amazes me how much I can forget the thing I say every fucking week so goddamn easily. Anyway, I recovered though, bro. There was no need to mention it because I ended up saying it and remembering it and it was all good. But fuck it, dude. It was in my head that I was forgetting it as I was saying it, and now I've said it out loud. Anyway, how are you doing? How's it going? It's another Friday. It's another late recording of this fucking podcast, dude. But I'm feeling better. I am. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited. I'm in the opposite kind of a mood. I'm going to go out this Friday night and I'm going to have a good time. I'm excited to go out. Last week, it was Friday. I had plans. I didn't want to do shit, but fucking tonight, I'm excited. The people I'm going to hang out with are people I love, and there's no extra people. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no extra people who I don't want to see. Which is what a party is. Which is what most gatherings of friends is. Okay? I always tell people this. I mean, I've said this on the podcast before. I have a giant family. I've grown up, I have a gigantic fucking family. My mom is one of 6 and my dad is one of 9. And I've said this on the podcast, I've said this on stage. It's fucking, when you have a giant family, you learn that you can only give a shit about so many people. And that extends to all aspects of your life. What is it called? The Dunner effect or whatever the fuck? It's not Dunning-Kruger. It's something. What is that? There's some sort of a thing that says above 10 people, you can only really know and care about 10 fucking people. And outside of that, you're shit out of luck. Guess what? When there's over 10 people in your immediate family, you immediately learn, yeah, bro, I don't give a shit about any of these people. Because think about it. I have my mom, my dad, and my 2 brothers. So that's already fucking 4 people. Then I had 4 grandparents who I gave a shit about, and then I had 2 good friends. So at a young age, very quickly I learned that's the amount of people that my brain caps out on. And because I've become uniquely aware of that at a young age, I am very hypersensitive to the fact that when I'm at a party, there's about 3 people I actually want to see, and the other 20 people can go fuck themselves. Not that I don't like those people, but here, when I'm at a party, there's maximum 7 people I really want to fucking engage with, and the rest of the people, I do not care if they live or die. And that's how everyone feels, and I'm sick of people acting like that's not how you feel. When you're at a house party, there's you, your friend, and the 30 other people who could disintegrate in an instant, and you wouldn't give a shit, bro. They could be Marvel snapped out of existence, and you would shrug and go, hey, Fernando, where are we going after this? You wouldn't give a fuck, dude. If they all fucking permanently were removed from existence, you would brush off. Literally, if fucking they disintegrated into ash from some sort of nuclear event, you'd wipe the dust off your shoulders and roll to the next bar with your boy. That's what you would do, bro. Cause you don't. Yeah, dude. In college, bro, it's you, your friend, and the 7 other people you don't give a fuck about. That's what it is. That's most of you hanging out with friends in your life. Think about the basement you hung out in high school. Think about how there was only 2 people who you really got along with, and the rest of them you fucking didn't want to be there. Think about that. Anyway, tonight I'm meeting up with 1 friend who I definitely want to see, who I'm psyched to see, and 2 other friends who might tag along, and I'd be psyched to see them too. That's the perfect fucking night to me. Is 1 person you definitely want to see and you definitely will see, and then 2 other people who you would also love to see, but if they don't roll through, it's all good. That's a good night of socializing. And if strangers end up filtering into the mix, it's all good because you have the fucking central characters in your life anchoring you to the ground. You know what I'm saying? You have them anchoring you in every social situation so you're never left alone, dude. You don't want to be the guy who's talking to your friend and then their friend, and then you and their friend don't know each other, and then when the friend who connects the two of you walks away, you just look at them and they look at you, and you're just like counting down the seconds until they take out their phone and you have to hate them. Do you know what I'm saying? You're like 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, don't even try to have a conversation with me, bro. Fuck you, dude. See, that's one route of it. But the other route of it is they do try and talk to you, and then you want to say to them, hey, man, we don't got to do this. I wish you could do that. I've definitely said this on the podcast before, but fuck it, I'm saying it again. I want so badly to look, when it's you, when it's a friend, you and your friend's friend, you want so badly, just when the mutual friend leaves, you want so badly to tell the other dude who you don't know that well, hey man, let's just not talk. Let's just wait till he gets back with mutual respect. Like, we don't need to pretend to have a conversation that's gonna go nowhere and that's gonna mean nothing, okay? I don't need to learn that that you interned at Colbert while we're just standing here, dude. And that's even a cooler one than what happens. I don't need to hear that you interned at a nursing home where someone almost gave you COVID. I don't fucking need to know it, bro. Okay? I don't need to know that you have 4 siblings between our friend going to the bathroom and him coming back, dude. I don't need to know that, bro. I don't need to know that there was a barista who was shitty to you today. I don't need to know it, and I'm not going to remember it, and it's fucking pointless, dude. Are we that uncomfortable? Do we have to fill space with something? Are we that fucking neurotic? Who gives a shit, bro? Let's just chill. Let's just chill in silence and wait for the person who we both care about to come back. And we can accept the fact that we not only don't care about each other, but we don't really need or want to learn about each other at all. And that's okay, because there's only a certain amount of people you can give a fuck about, and we are not available on each other's rosters. We're just not, dude. We're just not there, bro. You got a packed lineup, and so do I, and that's okay. That's okay. You're allowed to have a packed lineup. You're allowed to say seats taken, okay? You're allowed to Forrest Gump me, bro. I'll gump you right back. It's all good. We're not fucking children anymore, dude. It's all good. I'm just making sure that this doesn't sound fucking bad. All right. Sorry, quick little sound check. Yeah, dude. Anyway, how you doing? I'm excited. I'm gonna have a nice night tonight. I was watching this old clip of Norm Macdonald on Conan, and he was there was like this bit that kept happening where Norm kept cursing, and the bit was that like Conan would be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And they would cut to these 3 old ladies in the crowd, who were clearly having a great time, and the bit was like, hey, stop cursing because of these old people being here. But the old people, like, I understand that it was a bit and it was like a funny thing, but the old people were clearly having a wonderful time, and every time he cursed, it gave them the thrill of their life, the thrill of their old, almost dead existence. If anything, cursing is like keeping them alive for 7 more seconds before they die right after the Conan show ends. But it made me think, it really had me thinking, like, where does it come from that, like, we're supposed to not curse in front of old people? Where does that myth come from? Like, where does it come from that, I guess it's respect your elders, but, like, isn't it more respectful to talk to them like adults? I don't know about other people, but, like, my grandparents fucking had the worst potty mouths of all time. My grandma fucking curses, dude. She might not curse to us, But if you say fuck in front of her, she's having a good time. My grandpa used to say motherfucker every other word, and I only wish that he lived long enough for me to join in on the fun with him. I think I told a story on this podcast where one of my uncles was telling my grandpa about a friend of theirs who got married, and he showed they showed him who he got married to, and my grandpa saw that the woman was cute, and he goes, "What? She's marrying him? But he's one ugly motherfucker." My Norwegian grandpa. And he would say motherfucker all the time. And he would curse, and he would say fuck and shit and ass and tit and whatever word he felt good to come out of his mouth. Whatever word was coming from his heart that he wanted to fucking shoot out of his face, he said it. Because he was a free man. And yeah, I don't understand. If anything, I'm disappointed that he's not alive today, because me and him have a similar sensibility. We like to say what we like to say, and we like to not hold back for any person who's around. Within reason. You don't say certain things if if somebody shows that they do not want to hear something fucked up. You might not say something fucked up, but my point is, like, when did wrinkles in someone's face automatically deliver the assumption that we shouldn't curse in front of them? I don't understand. They're the most aged people. They have the most wisdom. They've been here the longest. They can't hear the word cunt, I don't get it. I don't understand where that came from. Fuck, shit, ass, and tit were some of my grandpa's favorite words. I don't understand why. 3 old women at fucking a late night TV taping. Like, I'm sure they can handle the word fuck. I get that the bit is that they're old ladies, but I don't understand where it came from. And people treat, like, it's weird. It's weird how like all of us have stories of our grandparents saying weird racist shit, but for some reason, if you say fuck in front of them, you're a pile of garbage, right? Like, your grandma will fucking be telling you a story from the 1930s, and all of a sudden she'll drop an N-bomb out of nowhere, and then you'll be grappling with your relationship with her in a moment, and then you might respond to go, "Hey grandma, what the fuck was that? Why the fuck did you just say that?" And then she'll go, "Oh, how dare you?" What? Don't use that kind of language towards me. Bro, you fucking set the bar right here, dude. And you're saying the worst thing, all right? Get with the times, grandma. I understand that you fucking came out of your mother's vagina in 1921, but at the same time, fucking clean up your act, bro. Fuck is okay. What you said is out of is out of date, bro. You're not allowed, you don't say that shit, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't even get what I'm saying. I feel like I'm shouting. I feel like every time I do this podcast, the first 30 minutes I shout, and the second 30 minutes I fucking talk. I just get excited, bro. I'm excited doing the podcast. It's also so fucking hot in here. God damn. I'm dripping with sweat. I'm gonna do a towel break. I'm not gonna stop the pod. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna do this live, dude. I'm gonna wipe away my sweat live. This is just gonna become a segment on the podcast. Fucking sweaty pig wipe down. 2-minute sweaty pig wipe down. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I don't need to talk about it for too long. I don't need to spend the entire first half of this podcast complaining that we should be able to say cunt in front of old people. I don't need to say that. I'm just saying it's strange to me that is that still a thing? I guess that's my question. Is that still a thing? Do you still not curse in front of your grandparents? And for some reason, maybe it's because my grandparents are potty mouths, or at least my mom's grandparents are. But for some reason, like, I don't like cursing in front of my mom. I don't like saying fuck in front of my mom. But in front of my grandparents, I'm like, it's fair game. And maybe it's an age thing. Maybe once my mom is above the age of fucking 70, I won't give a shit what I say in front of her. I mean, already I let it slip. I say fuck accidentally because that's the thing too. Is like I'm not around them enough, and like and I'm older and they're older, and it just becomes this thing where you're like, well, I'm just talking to people. They're not even really my parents anymore. Sure, they'll always be my parents, but they're more are just people in my life that I'm speaking to now. And there's no repercussions for saying something bad. So part of you like knows that already, and so you're just saying things now, and it doesn't really matter. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what this subconscious thing is that makes me just curse more in front of my parents now, but there definitely is a thing. It used to be I would curse in front of my parents to get away with it, to see what I could get away with. And now I curse in front of my parents and I go, oh, I'm sorry. Used to be I would say shit, and then my mom would go, Jake, don't say shit. I go, why? Why can't I say it? Give me a good reason why I can't say shit right now. Give me a good reason I won't say it. I gotta figure out this fucking heat situation. It's too damn hot. I can't be wiping down my neck every 4 seconds. Maybe I'll just be sweaty as fuck, dude. I'll just have fucking giant sweat stains by the middle of this podcast every week. It's so hot in here that the fucking... Look at the condensation on this glass. This medieval times glass. You ever been in medieval times? If you haven't, you're missing out. Get a fucking giant chicken leg and watch people fake joust. It's a good time. It's great as a kid. It's probably even better as an adult. I want to go as an adult. Medieval times, I went with my school, and then I went like for a birthday when I was a kid. And it was fun, but now I'm remembering, I'm like, there were so many drink offers. There were so many like crazy special drinks. Everyone was at the bar. There was so much of the event that I couldn't participate in because I was too young. That's how I feel about Paris. I went to Paris when I was 17, which I'm not complaining. That's great. I mean, I did convince my parents to go because I wanted to bring my girlfriend who loved Paris, and so me and her were staying in the same. I even convinced them that we could stay in the same room, and which was a big fucking no-no for my parents. You know, they did not want me and her to stay in the same hotel room, but I fucking just pushed and pushed and pushed. I really did have a way of just pushing my parents to doing things they did not want to do. I really did have a skill with it. And it didn't feel like much of a skill because it just was me being persistent. If you're just persistent with your parents, you can get them fucking to do a lot, at least in my experience. So I got them. Yeah. So anyway, Paris, fun trip. Wasn't the best because I did all those things to have a nice time with my girlfriend, and we were in a position in a relationship where we should not have been together anymore. So honestly, I should have agreed with my parents and been like, yeah, dude, let her get her own fucking room. Yeah, share a room with my mom, dude. This lady doesn't want to fucking see me anymore. But instead, I just stayed in the same room with her, and I was like, damn, dude, this is breaking my heart. Instead, I just had to hang out with her and think to myself, damn, if we weren't going to Paris, would she have broken up with me already? She holding on just for this trip? Fuck, dude. God damn, I've been swindled. Anyway, yeah, so Paris. Yeah, Paris. I would love to go to Paris again because, like, so much of Paris is the restaurants, the fucking bars. Like, New York, under fucking the age of 21, sucks a bag of dicks, bro. I don't want to fucking... So much of New York is going to bars, is doing the nightlife. I imagine Paris is the same thing. I feel like they're twin cities, you know? I feel like that's not how that term works. They're not twin cities, but you know what I'm saying. Paris is the New York of France. And I'm sure I would like to experience it in the same way that I like to experience New York. I like to be out fucking all night, eating and drinking and meeting strangers and fucking maybe falling in love, but probably not. Maybe falling in love, but probably not. That's a good night. That's most nights, I feel like. You go out with that mentality. Maybe I want to have a night where I maybe fall in love, but probably not. That sounds like a fun time to me. I might do that tonight, bro. I might have that fucking thought in my brain tonight when I go out. Maybe I'll fall in love, but probably not. I think that's a good way to be, right? That's a good way to be. It's optimistic and realistic. You're optimistic that something might happen, that you might meet someone fucking great, but you're also have enough realism in your fucking soul to be like, yeah, but when it doesn't happen, I'm okay with it. You know? You don't want to just be like, I'm going to meet the love of my life tonight, because that's a recipe for you fucking being 20 beers deep, blackout, waking up the next day with a quesadilla next to you, being like, fuck, I'm so alone. You don't want that, bro. You don't want that, dude. Don't set your expectations too high. Or do whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, what am I talking about? Say cunt in front of your grandma is what I'm saying. Call your grandpa a fuckface, okay? Call your grandpa a cunt. Go, yo, grandpa, you're a fucking... I'll see you next Tuesday. And when he goes, hey, what does that mean? You go, grandpa, you're a cunt. Say shithole in front of your grandma and see what she does. See what she does. See if she laughs or she gets mad. I feel like she'll laugh, bro. If you're fucking... in your late 20s or early 30s, or if you're 52, if you say fuckface to your grandma when you're 52, if she's still fucking alive, if she's fucking 92 and kicking, and you say fuckface in front of her, if she even has the wherewithal to know what human words still are, she better fucking laugh, dude. And if she doesn't, you should fucking let the doctor have her die. If you can't handle your grandkids saying fuck when you're 97 years old, it's time for you to fucking die. That's how I feel. Oh, but it's disrespectful. Shut up, dude. It's not. It's respectful. It's respectful to speak to your grandparents how you want them to speak to you, which is let it fly, dude. Let it fly. Let's be honest. Let's have a good time. I don't want any fucking walls with my grandparents, dude. Okay? I don't want anything fucking held back. And also, they don't hold shit back. They fucking... I already said this. I already said this earlier in the podcast. I don't know. It's the fucking stereotype of every Thanksgiving is, oh, when is my grandma going to bring up how she's not okay with gay people? Do you know what I'm saying? When am I going to have to deal with that thing and like try and change the mind of someone born in fucking 1915? When is that going to happen? When are we going to have a conversation where I try the impossibility of changing a woman's mind who lived during abolition? You do it because that's what you do, because that's being a good grandson. Being a good grandson is sitting across from your grandma while you're both eating turkey and going, hey, there's nothing wrong with gay people. And then she's like, well, absolutely there is. And you go, grandma, there isn't, dude. Okay? And then she's like, I will never agree with you. And you go, I'm still going to keep pushing. Grandma, I know you will never, ever agree with me. I know that you are going to hate gay people and think it's gross and not be all right with it till you are in the fucking coffin that we will shut. But until you're in that coffin, I'm going to keep going, yeah, but grandma, it's okay. You got to be more accepting. I'm going to hit you with, you got to be more accepting every single fucking day until you're dead, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's our job as grandkids. Right? And if you're not doing your duty, if you're going, I'm never going to see my grandma again, you're being a jerk. You're being a jerk, dude. You got to fucking face her, bro. Because who else is going to do it? Okay? She carries your last name, bro. If you don't fucking keep saying that to her, then she's going to be in the bank spouting her thoughts, okay? You want your fucking grandma to do a TED Talk in the bank? No, dude. So you got to put enough fucking pressure on her so that when she's in the bank, she can second guess telling the teller that his life decisions are wrong. That's why you do it, dude. That's why you do it. That's why you push back on your grandma's fucking prejudices, because you're trying to help out the teller at the bank, bro. You're trying to help the bank teller, okay? Because if you don't push back on your grandma, then she's just going to fucking freely feel like she can go up to the bank teller who's married to a guy named Joe and fucking give her advice on his life, okay? But if you keep saying, hey, grandma, you're wrong, times are different, and not only are times different, but when times back then, it wasn't okay, you gotta be more accepting. You have to be more accepting. I have friends who are gay. They're very nice people. You met Will the other day, dude. He's a great guy. You liked him a lot, right? Guess what? He's gay. You do all those things so that when your grandma goes to the bank and she meets Brian, the bank teller, and Brian goes, oh yeah, I just got married to my husband Joey, instead of your grandma being like, oh my God, you put enough pressure on her so that she hears, oh, I just married my best friend Joey. She instead of going yuck, goes, that's so beautiful. That's why you do it, bro. You got to transform your grandma's yuck to a that's so beautiful. That's what you got to do. And she might not get to that's so beautiful. She might just get to a, oh, congratulations. And that's good enough, dude. Even if she doesn't get to the congratulations, even if she just gets to, okay, that's good enough. That's better than her disapproving of a stranger's lifestyle. You got to get your grandma to at least okay, and then you'll have done your job. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that was fun to talk about for a while. So that's it for the first part. The timer just went off. I'll see you guys in a sec for the next part where I sweat my fucking face off. I'll see you guys in a sec. What's up? I'm back. So it's very hot in this room. I might be fine now. I think maybe my body has adjusted to the heat. Maybe every first fucking 30 minutes of this podcast I'll be so soaking with sweat, but then after that I'll be okay. But who knows? I stepped away from the light long enough where my body felt okay, but now I'm in front of it again, and maybe I'm just gonna start fucking pouring with sweat again. I don't know. Anyway, your grandparents, that's cool shit. Oh, there's a bunch of shit I want to talk about. Bro, dude, the hearing for January 6th just started. Dude. The hearing for January 6th just started, and I felt bad in my soul about how little I cared about watching it. I really didn't care about watching it at all. And then I thought about it, and I was like, damn, dude, I think that the world doesn't, like... This is just an observation. I don't really have an opinion on it. But like America as a whole definitely gave a fuck more about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial than the January 6th hearings. Like, for sure, we care more about what the fuck happened with them. Okay? You can just tell by the coverage. And people, it's funny. I don't know. During that time, a lot of people were like, why is there so much coverage about this? Why, like, it's kind of weird and eerie how this is popping up everywhere. And I was like, I don't know if it is, though, you know? Because we just love tabloid shit. And Amber Heard, Johnny Depp was a tabloid-ass thing. Like, it's fucking celebrity gossip. Like, not that it is celebrity gossip, but, like, that's what it was. It was he said, she said, the trial. And, like... As human beings, as American human beings, it's he said, she said, the trial for two giant fucking celebrities. Like, of course, every single person in America is going to become obsessed with that because we suck. Like, people I know were like, You know, and it's fine. I understand. There was something weird about it popping up in everyone's social media, but at the same time, there was something that made perfect sense about it, where, like, every fucking major Twitch streamer was watching the trial. I was on YouTube, and you couldn't fucking not see the trial. And I don't think it was, I think it was just a perfect storm of how the algorithm works, where every motherfucker was like, hey, I wonder what's going on with this. That the algorithm just pushed it towards people, and then a bunch of other people were like, oh, the algorithm is all about Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. As a Twitch streamer, as a person who makes content, let me just watch this shit 24/7 and comment on it and then clip stuff. And like, it made perfect sense to me why that became fucking the only thing that existed within the media zeitgeist for like a month. I understand it. And also the fact that, bro, like, I don't know. I just find it funny that, like, the January 6th hearing started and I had no fucking idea that it did until I watched a YouTube video where they were talking about how it started today. That's it. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, if you looked to the right of if you looked at your suggestions, like Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, like every single fucking news channel, ABC News, every single fucking news channel that had a YouTube channel was live streaming the trial. Like, if the January 6th hearing wants to do numbers, they better fucking have Amber Heard and Johnny Depp guest star. They better, dude. They better somehow be like, yeah. And also, you know who might have been at January 6th? Johnny Depp. I don't know. I saw someone in a Pirates of the Caribbean outfit. It could have been him, dude. Someone claiming to be Jack Sparrow was fucking holding an American flag and kicking down the front door of the White House. Was it Johnny Depp? We don't really know, but we should pull him in to the hearing to see what he has to say. Next thing you know, ABC, CNN, every single fucking news network has a camera in the courtroom. And then they just have to be like, well, Johnny says he wasn't there. Let's ask Amber. I know that they fucking had their whole thing, but they were dating at the time. Well, they weren't dating at the time. Fuck. Somehow involve Amber Heard. Have Amber Heard be like, actually, he was there. I know for a fact he was there. He was live texting me while he was at the fucking hearing. Live texting. That just means texting. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, I don't know. Somehow get them involved, dude. If you want to get those fucking numbers up for the fucking Jan 6 hearing, you better fucking get those. You better get the celebrity couple of the decade in that courtroom. We really treated the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial like it was the OJ trial, dude. Like it was the fucking Casey Anthony trial. Casey Anthony wasn't even a celebrity. Casey Anthony, bro, she fucking did numbers, dude. You know, I'm not all these crimes are bad, you know. To commit crimes is bad. Killing your kid is definitely horrible, but it is impressive how much Casey Anthony pulled in numbers for that case. It's impressive, dude. She was not in a single Pirates of the Caribbean, and yet we were riveted. Okay? She never picked up a football in her life, bro. She wasn't fucking in Aquaman, dude. And yet we were like, bro, she killed her kid. Did she kill her kid? Let's find out. That was America, dude. We really cared about this townie, bro. She was just a townie, bro. Do you understand that? We were as invested. Bro, O.J. Simpson is in the Hall of Fame, isn't he? Or he was in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if he still is. One of the greatest athletes of all time. One of the greatest football players of all time. American football. You can't get any more popular than that. And he's one of the greatest players in American football ever. And yet this fucking townie from New Jersey, I don't know where she was from. This townie we were riveted by. We were reading her diary, bro. They were showing fucking bits of her diary in court. And we were like, God damn, dude, let's read the diary of this townie. What? Wait, she was at the mobile station on fucking Friday the 13th? That's crazy, dude. What's she writing in her diary about it? Fuck, dude. She wasn't in Rear Window, bro. Or Secret Window, or whatever the fucking Window movie Johnny Depp was in. Bro. She doesn't know Tim Burton personally. And yet we cared, bro. She was on the same level of media coverage. Maybe even more, dude. We might have cared more about her. And what was going on with her. She's about to write a book, too. I talked about that on the podcast, I think, a while ago. That's crazy, bro. I hope she doesn't do that. Dude, whoever the publicist is, whoever the fucking PR person is who talks in the ear of these fucking murderers and is like, you should write a book, they are the most brilliant and brave people I've ever heard of in my life. Whoever convinced OJ to write If I Did It is such a pro at such a high level that they should be given some sort of a trophy. They should be given something, dude. They should be given something. I can't even imagine that. What is that conversation? Listen, OJ, I understand. This is a way to... People still think you killed her. This is the only way to clear your name. That's got to be what it is, right? That's got to be what they say. Because otherwise, why would you write it? Casey Anthony, same thing. If Casey Anthony wrote that book now, when did fucking OJ write If I Did It? How far away? How many years from the murder was it? Is Casey Anthony on the same timeline, or is she fucking way off? I feel like Casey Anthony's crime has happened so long ago that it would be truly insane for her to write anything about it. Also, when do we get to have the Casey Anthony fucking FX TV show? True Crime Story? Is that what it's called? American True Crime Story? American True Crime Story? Is that what it is? American Horror Story? American True Crime Story? When did we get the Casey Anthony version? What did we get last time? We just got the Bill Clinton one, right? I would love to see a Casey Anthony one. That's got to be what they do next. If they're smart, that's what they do next. And also, if that's what they do next, bro, they owe me some money. Anyway. Speaking of, I don't know, that's all I really have to say about that, is the hearing. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but you gotta get those celebs involved. Or a fucking townie who killed her kid. It's so wild. It's wild that, like, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. Shit's weird. Infamy is an interesting thing because you get a lot of people, like, you get a lot of school shooters. You get a lot of people who, like, commit mass murders, who commit shootings, and it's to be an infamy. It's to be known. They know the media will cover it. They know that they'll be in the news. They know that people will know their name and know their face, and it's a way for people to be seen. And someone was talking about this. I think maybe it was a podcast I was listening to. Was it the Tim Dillon's podcast? I don't know. I think it was. But they were talking about, I was listening to that, and they were talking about how, like, social media, like, killings, like, you got to think maybe it's like a way for them to get attention. It's a way for a young man to get attention. Well, maybe I'm going to answer my own question now. Because I was going to say, like, young men see mass shooters, and the way they can get attention. I guess what they were saying was, social media, we live in an era of attention. So for young kids who can't get attention on social media, like, it's easy, it's much easier for a woman to get attention on social media. So maybe the reason why a young man who can't get attention goes for infamy instead of fame. Yeah, but I don't know, but that's tricky because women, like, young women will make an Instagram account and they'll get a bunch of people. I mean, they get a lot of fame and they get a lot of love, but they get a lot of attention, but it's not purely good attention. You know what I'm saying? It's not, bro. Attention on social media, if you get a lot of attention on social media, it'll be a mixed bag for sure. But anyway, I guess what I'm saying is it's interesting that And maybe it's just because it doesn't happen as often. Maybe there's like a critical mass thing where like there's so many mass shootings now that now it's becoming this revolving thing where young men see it and they want to be in it. They want to live in infamy, so they just do it themselves, and it just becomes this fucking continuous, awful, horrific fucking cycle. But it's fascinating to me that like not like there weren't more women who saw the Casey Anthony thing and were like, well, that's how I get to be known. Maybe it's because women don't want to be fucking known. I think that's what it really is. Women don't want attention. Men want attention. Maybe that's what it really comes down to. A woman sees what happens to Casey Anthony and they go, fuck, man. I would hate to be her. Because women understand what it's like to have all eyes on them. And fucking, so deranged women, even deranged women are like, I don't need that in my life. But deranged men see fucking the Columbine kids, or they see whatever the fucking, I don't even know. I try not to remember any of the names of the people who fucking do terrible shit like that because I don't want to be a part of the cycle continuing. And being part of the cycle continuing is you being like, oh, I know every mass shooter's name. No, dude. I don't know any of their names off the top of my head. Thank God. Thank God. What a fucked up thing. I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know how I got on this subject. I feel like it was fun, and now I'm getting to a territory where I'm getting depressed. Kids who do that are very lost, man. You got to be very lost to do something like that, which is a very obvious fucking thing to say. Not saying anything that unique. You got to be very lost to kill a bunch of kids. Yeah, dude. You got to be very lost to be a kid who kills a bunch of kids. No shit, dude. The fuck am I saying? I don't know. I'm probably just, now I'm thinking about how fucked it is, and I'm having a moment of reprieve. I think that's what's happening. Anyway, I did not plan on talking about Casey Anthony or mass murderers or anything like that. Ah, fuck. Can people stop shooting people? That's all I gotta say, you know? Oh, man. Anyway, let's go back to the fun stuff. Isn't that just what life is now? Isn't that just what life fucking is? Talking, joking around. Then you turn to your right and fucking the worst thing ever has happened. And then you're like, ah, fuck. Well, now I gotta turn left again. That's right now. That's the way news is. Like the way that the world is set up now, we have access to information of such horrific things at all times that a lot of life is, damn, dude, I had a nice date. That girl's really cute. And then you look down at your phone and it says 17 kids shot in the school, and then you go, all right, well, now I gotta look back up at the girl. Oh, wow, that's like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Wow, I just looked down. I was looking forward at a woman who I might get on my knee and propose to one day, and now I've looked down. My eyes have moved inches towards the ground to see my phone, and now I found out, oh, the worst thing imaginable has happened again. Well, now I guess I gotta look up again. I gotta look up again and go, hey, I still like you a lot. I just found out something fucking awful, but you didn't look at your phone, so I'm not gonna ruin the mood. Did anyone else look at their phone just now? No? Alright, I'll just keep it to myself until we all make that fucking 2-inch decision. How many people have looked down recently? Not that many? Okay. Hey, I really am enjoying this date. I think you're very cute. I hope we kiss at the end of this. Just don't look at your phone if you're feeling like kissing me. Just don't look at, we can kiss and then look at your phone. You just don't, This date's going amazing. I'm so excited. This is fucking awesome. Damn, dude. We should make out. We're going to make out in an instant. We're going to make out in the next fucking minute probably. Wait a second. Oh, someone just texted me. Oh, okay. Sorry, let me read this text first. Damn, I'm so excited. We're both doing the thing where we look at each other's lips and then our eyes and our lips. Damn, we're definitely about to make out. Someone texted me. Oh, I think it's an emergency text. Oh, okay. You swipe the text and you swipe too far to the right and then the news comes up and it fucking 80 million people just shot in the head. And then you got to be like, all right, well, I'm going to kiss this person, I guess. We're still going to make out, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I just learned real horrific shit, but I'm going to shift. I'm going to shift back into how I felt 2 seconds ago before I read one of the worst things I've ever read in my life. I just think that we got to shift a lot. I feel like we're given information in moments more now than ever before where we're just shifting a lot. We're really just like putting things down, We're shoving things deep down so that we can carry on with having a normal life. I mean, it's probably why there's so much anxiety. People are like, why is everyone so anxious? Like, what's all this shit about anxious with the anxiety with the youth? I don't know. Maybe it's because you read an article about people being murdered and then you're like, anyway, I got to memorize how many states there are in the country. Maybe it's because the place you go to every day is getting shot up. I don't know. It could add to your anxiety. Not only are you worrying about the girl you have a crush on and whether she likes you or not, but you're worrying about whether or not she might get shot in the head tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then you're next. You know what I'm saying? That would add some anxiety to my life for sure, dude. Worrying about whether my crush likes me and also whether or not she's going to be alive by the end of the year would definitely make my chest a little tenser, Getting an F and then seeing your classmate walk through the door with an AR-15 would definitely stress me out, bro. And then people are like, why are people so anxious nowadays? Why are fucking kids always being like, I'm anxious? What do you have to be anxious about? I don't know, man. Maybe it's because they just got a text that said, hey man, you were always cool. Don't show up today. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because if you post that you didn't like a movie, the world shits down your throat. I don't know, dude. Think about how high school was, like, high school just as a thing that existed was too much for you to handle. Think about that. Now fucking expand that out to Twitter, okay? I bet you fucking kids grow up now and they and the way the world reacts to them, you can't fucking, it's overwhelming, bro. Think about a rumor getting made about you. Not even a rumor. Think about you saying something mean to somebody in a class. And then everyone in the school knows that you said something mean and now you're a piece of shit for saying that thing. And think about how you thought your life was fucking over. Now imagine being fucking 14 and saying something fucked up on Twitter and then everyone your age and then also people who are 50 saying that you're a piece of shit who should die. I would think that you might be a little bit anxious if you were experiencing that. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I guess I kind of slid in and out of topics I actually wanted to discuss. I guess I did. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I feel for the people who, I feel for kids growing up today, man. I feel bad. I feel for them. It must be fucking rough. It has to be so rough, dude. It was rough growing up without the internet. I can't imagine. Bro, the shit I made with my friends forget all this like to the nth degree stuff. Forget all this. Like I'm going to like people getting killed and shit like that. But even on a fucking small level, even on a tiny level, the fucking YouTube video, the fucking videos I used to make and then post to Facebook that people thought were funny fucking sucked. They fucking sucked, dude. And they only went out to like 20 people, 30 people, maybe 100 people at max. Now you make a fucking TikTok and it's the cringiest shit of all time because, yeah, you're 11, bro. You're 12. You're not going to not make something cringy at 12 unless you're a fucking prodigy. Unless you're a prodigy, you are going to make cringy shit at 12 years old. And if that goes viral for being cringy, you might have just fucked up this kid's life. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway. I'm very sweaty. I'm getting fucking heat stroke right now. My grandpa, I loved my grandpa, dude. I was thinking about this. I was wondering, okay, I guess we're talking about dark things, so might as well talk about some more dark shit. Whatever, dude. It's not that dark. It's fucking fine. It is what it is. I was thinking about, because now that I've gotten older and I understand sadness, and I've been able to recognize a pattern of becoming sad and feeling bad, and I can remember moments in my life where I felt bad. You know, as you get older, you realize, like, you felt really sad when you were younger and you didn't realize what it was. Like I've moments of depression or moments of like a sinking feeling in my gut that I can't escape from. I recognize the feeling when it happens now, but I didn't know what it was when I had it as a kid. I didn't know in high school. I didn't know that I was in a depressive mood or episode or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know that I was feeling terrible. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, when's the saddest I've ever been? Like when is the first moment I remember feeling just totally fucking lost in my brain and sad and unable to get out of it? And I thought to myself, it was when my grandpa died. That was the first time I remember being fucking what I would consider depressed. That's the first time I ever remember that. But I was like 6 or 7. And then I thought to myself, can you even get depressed at that young of an age? And then I thought, what's the youngest you can be depressed? Can you be like 5 years old? Can you barely speak and be fucking so sad you want to kill yourself? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Could you not even have, could you have feelings of wanting to die before you even understand the concept of death, you know? Or is that why that was the first moment? Because it was my first concept of death. So once I was like, damn, dude, my grandpa died. This feels terrible. He's gone. Now that I know what death is, maybe I should try it too. Is that what happened? See, I'm laughing, and I don't think this is that dark of a thing to talk about. But I can already see someone listening being like, hey, man, what are you talking about? My friend the other day was like, hey, man, are you all right? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I've been listening to the podcast, and like I like it, but like, are you okay? And I was like, damn, dude, I forgot that people listen to this. You know, so few people listen that I often forget, and then all of a sudden that'll happen where someone's like, hey, man, I really liked what you were talking about in that episode, but also, are you all right? And I'll be like, thanks for listening. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, dude, I guess that's my question. I guess if you made it this far in the podcast, let me know. If you listened, let me know. How young do you think? How young can you be and feel depressed? because I was depressed. When my grandpa died, I was sad as shit. I think back to that moment of how sad I was, and it was a sadness I couldn't even comprehend at the time. Isn't that crazy? That's a lot for a fucking 7-year-old to feel. But I did. I felt, you know, it was my first experience with someone dying. It was my first experience having to understand that someone is permanently gone from the world. Hold on, that was the timer, but I want to talk a little longer. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, that was my first experience with being, that was my first experience with understanding that someone is going to be gone forever. Which is a crazy thing to think about as a 7-year-old. And then I don't know, I've talked about on this podcast before, like, my interactions with people about death. Like my friend going to his girlfriend's grandma's, I think it was his girlfriend's grandma or grandpa's funeral when he was like 20-something. And he was like, damn, I saw the body. The casket was open. I saw the body. It was so fucked up. And I had no sympathy. I was like annoyed when he said it to me. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's a funeral. I was not the right person to tell. Or maybe I was the right person to tell because I was like, yeah, dude, it is what it is. Maybe that's what he needed to hear. But, I don't know. I can't imagine, because my experience with death all seems very normal. You know, funerals are very normal. I didn't have to see someone get shot. I didn't see someone die in the street. Like, people really fucking experience death in a fucked up, visceral way. The only thing that I can think of that, like, is remotely like, that's a bit wild, is, you know, is my grandpa dying when I was so young and having an understanding what death is from. I was like just old enough to like feel the weight of his death. And I liked him a lot. No offense to my family, but he was my favorite person. He was my favorite person of my family. Still is to this day. And maybe that's just because I was a kid and, you know, you feel love very purely as a child and you don't think about it. You don't think about who you love. You don't decide who you love. You just love who you love. You like who you like. And I loved my grandpa. But yeah, I guess that is wild to, yeah, I don't know. And then people just kept dying in my family. So I've never, you know, once you popped my cherry, bro, I was like, whatever, dude, people fucking die. It is funny to have somebody tell you like how fucked up it is to see a dead body in a casket when you've seen like 20 of them already, you know? Some people you were close to, some people you barely knew. Like, you're like, yes, dude. I saw my cousins in a casket, bro. It is what it is. Haven't you seen The Sopranos, dude? That's what we do. I don't know what background her grandpa was, but if it's Italian, bro, we're seeing the face. We're seeing the body. And some people think that's fucked up. I don't know. Is it fucked up? I guess it's fucked up. Does it cost more money? That's my question. Maybe that's morbid. But I'm like, does it cost more money if it's open? Because if it's closed, then you don't need all the makeup and shit, right? Or do you just need that? Do you not need the makeup, but you do need the preservatives, right? Because you don't want the fucking casket to start, you don't want him to start decaying until he's in the ground. They had there then there's that great scene in fucking Sopranos where the body has a beard when they dig him back up. That's crazy that a body can fucking continue growing hair after it's dead. Anyway, yeah, so, I don't know. I guess I was just finishing my thought. But, yeah. That's it for the pod this week. I had a nice time. Final thought is me reminiscing about a Sopranos episode. Anyway, I don't know. How early do you think a kid can be depressed? I guess you could look it up online, but I want to know from your gut. How early do you think that a kid can fucking fully feel the weight of depression? How early can a kid have suicidal thoughts? Damn, dude. Now that I'm asking you guys this question, never mind. Don't think about this at all. Never mind, dude. I'm posing these questions as if this is a fun YouTube video where I'm like, hey, answer in the comments below. How young do you think a kid can be and want to kill himself? Hey, dude, don't wonder this. Don't wonder this. I regret saying it. Don't look into it. Don't think about it. Move on, dude. Live a happy life. Go see a friend of yours tonight. Go see your friends and don't think about how young you can be and want to die. That's too sad of a thing for me to even want to talk about anymore. I can't believe I just fucking asked that. Like it was a fun fucking... Oh, go find out this fact. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments below. Let's talk about fucking depression and how early it can fuck with your whole brain. No. Anyway, I don't know. If you want to think about it, I don't know. Do what you feel, dude. Do what you always, at the end of the day, do what you fucking feel. That's what my brother has always said to me. My middle brother. He always has said, do what you feel. And it's probably my favorite thing that he says, and I love to say it all the time. Anyway, that's it for the podcast. My show is Friday. This Friday. You'll be listening to this on a Saturday or further than that because this is not out until Saturday. So you're either listening to this on Saturday or days after that. Doesn't matter. My show, Dads Like Ducks, the second one, it's going to be fucking sick. You got to come to it. Brooklyn Comedy Collective, $10 tickets. 7 p.m. is the show. 6:30 are the doors. If you live in New York... If you live in New Jersey, if you can come to Brooklyn on June 17th at 7, Brooklyn Comedy Collective, come through, bring your friends. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Come to the show. It's going to be a great time. Thank you for listening to the podcast as always. I got to get away from this light so I can stop fucking sweating. But yeah, this was fun as always. If you made it this far, if you made it to the end of this episode, you're fucking amazing and you're the best. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.